Welcome to day 1 of our 28-day course on AutoCAD. Looking at our syllabus, we are starting right at the absolute foundation. Before you draw a single shape, we need to establish one critical rule. AutoCAD is a mathematical engine. It is a tool for precision, not a canvas for freehand sketching. A messy, hand-drawn idea is fine for a napkin, but to turn that idea into reality, it needs to lock into exact, measurable geometry. Opening a blank template, you are greeted by an infinite coordinate grid and the command line at the bottom. Mastering AutoCAD means learning to speak directly to this command line. If you can bypass the visual menus and the ribbon, you will draft at professional speeds. Before you draw, you have to tell the software what a single unit of measurement actually represents. A distance of 1 means nothing until you specify if that is 1 inch or 1 millimeter. To do this, we type the word units directly into our keyboard and press enter. In the dialog box that appears, we set our length type to decimal and our insertion scale to millimeters. Now we can initiate our first command. Type the letter L for line and press enter. The command line immediately prompts you to specify a first point. Click anywhere on the grid to anchor it. Next, aim the line by pointing your physical mouse in the direction you want it to go. Instead of guessing the length, type the number 2000 and press enter. You have just drawn a line exactly 2000 millimeters long. If you make a mistake, or if the tool keeps trying to draw more lines, hit the escape key. Escape is your universal panic button. It cancels any active command and clears the command line. That specific loop, aiming with the mouse and entering exact data with the keyboard, is the core mechanic you will use to build every piece of geometry in this program. Now that we have geometry, we have to navigate around it. Press and hold the scroll wheel on your mouse to pan your view across the canvas, and roll the wheel to zoom in and out. As a beginner, it is very easy to scroll the wrong way, zoom out too far, and completely lose your drawing in the infinite void of the workspace. When that happens, type Z and press enter for zoom. Then type E and press enter for extents. The software instantly locates all drawn objects and scales them to perfectly fill your screen. Once you can see your line, try selecting it. If you click and drag your mouse from left to right, you create a blue selection window. But notice that this blue box only selects an object if it completely encapsulates it. Covering 90% of the line does nothing. Now click and drag from right to left. This creates a green crossing window. The green window selects any object it touches, even if it merely clips the very edge. You need both methods. When you are editing a dense, highly complex architectural blueprint, these two selection windows allow you to surgically isolate exactly what you want to change, without accidentally modifying the rest of your drawing. Let's put these rules to the test. Pause this video right now. Using only the line command, your mouse direction, and typed numbers, draw a perfect square that is exactly 1000 by 1000 millimeters. Here is how that looks in practice. Start the line tool, click your starting point the mouse, type 1000, and press enter. Repeat that process for the second and third sides, locking in exactly 1000 units each time. For the fourth and final side, you don't need to type the number again. Just type the letter C and press enter. This uses the close shortcut, snapping the final line perfectly back to your original starting coordinate. Take a look at this cheat sheet. These 5 tools, the line command, units, the escape key, zoom extents, and the blue and green selection windows, are the mechanical foundation of everything we will do next. By mastering these basic navigation and logic rules today, you have learned to speak the software's native language. You are now fully prepared to tackle your first actual architectural floor plan in day 2.